Writing Unit 7, Lesson 4. I can use the list, jot, write long strategy to revisit turning point moments from my life. So reread all of your entries. Which entries are about moments where you learned something in your life? Which entries are about moments that were turning points in your life? Create a list of turning points or moments where you learned something from your entries in life. Then write long. What happened to make turning point moments life-changing or patterns in your life? Describe and include the important part of each of these moments and what you learned from them. So one of the turning points of my life was when I was very young. And so I'm going to write about the last time I went to that dentist. Yours may be not something on this list, but mine just happens to be on this first and last times event list that we used yesterday. So now that I chose my topic to write about the last time I saw that dentist, I'm now going to write long about everything I remember about that day when I saw him. So here is my write long. I was very young, either in kindergarten or pre-K. I was a thumbsucker, so my parents took me to a dentist that put in these metal frames. The metal frames wrapped around my back teeth and then went in front of my front teeth. They looked like bunny teeth, if you asked me, in front of my normal front teeth. These wires were supposed to stop me from sucking my thumb. It was D-Day. I was going to the dentist and I had been there previously. For some unknown reason, my mom did not come in the room with me during the procedure. The dentist had a woman helping him. As an adult, I'm assuming she was a dental assistant. When the dentist started to wrap the wire around my back teeth, the woman was holding me down. The dentist said to me, "It is okay to swallow this." He used some liquid to secure the metal to the back teeth. I followed his directive and swallowed some of the liquid since it was filling my mouth. They didn't give me any of the tools we have today that suck up the excess liquid. It tasted horrible. I immediately started to squirm and buck up against the woman who was holding me down. I didn't know what I had just swallowed, but I knew it was something I shouldn't have. The woman was having a difficult time holding me down to allow the dentist to finish securing the last wire in my mouth. By this time, I was crying loudly and continuing to try to get away. I didn't really understand what was going on, just that I didn't feel safe. I eventually kicked out my leg, trying to get away, and kicked the dentist. He cried out, "Ugh," and bent over in pain. When he was finally recovered from my unexpected kick, he secured the last wire around my back tooth. Now he was done torturing me. I felt relieved in that instant. Finally, they let my mom come into the room. She had a look of concern on her face as she entered. She turned to the dentist and asked, "What happened to her? Why is she crying?" I don't recall exactly what he replied, but I do remember that he didn't tell the truth. My mom got the instructions from him on what to do for me and my new bunny teeth and went home. Later that night, I spiked a fever. I was hot all over and very uncomfortable. I wouldn't stop crying. My mom and dad then began asking me all types of questions about what happened. I told them in a very rushed tone that I was held down while he put some liquid down my throat that he said was okay to swallow. My father called the dentist. I have no idea how he got his home phone number. In my entire life, I've never heard my father raise his voice that loud like he did to that dentist. I'm not done, and I have a few things that I'm not even sure I'm being factual, but that's what I recall from 30 plus years ago of when I was very young and at the dentist. So I may continue this, I may not. So right now, I'm thinking my lesson is you can't trust everyone, even people in power. Because a dentist is in power. They're the expert in their field. So what I want you to do is choose a life-changing moment. Mine is I learned that I can't trust everybody that I thought was safe to be able to trust. So now you're going to choose a life-changing moment and write long about it. Good luck.